With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And off we go from Orchard Park. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Allen going to give it to Cook. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
A short throw blocked by Kincaid. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
We'll try and run here with Cook. He's going to have a Bills first down. Able to convert a 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Once again, it's Cook. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Pass kick is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
On second down, Mahomes. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. They'll go play action here with Allen. The second down throw is incomplete.
There's a lot of ways for defensive linemen to disrupt the passing game. That's everything about today's modern NFL. How do you disrupt the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable? Of course, sacking him is a great way.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to string their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get about 5.
Pacheco, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Up 2nd and 4.
That one, take it in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Allen to throw. They'll set up the screen for Cook. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. Catches lead there on the left side by Cooks. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cook. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll find Shakir open right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield.
He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Pass right side, taken in by Cooks. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, here is Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
3 yards to go.
Now a design run. It's Allen. And he's going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This one caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have time for this guy.
Nico Romeo to bring it back. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
19 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
He'll hit Kelce quickly on the RPO. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20.
13 more.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he will score! Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 31-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now, Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. They'll get enough for here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 5. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. This is 3rd and 6.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
That's complete left side to Worthy. Now he's loose again. And he's got another one. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold them to a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. That one downfield for Cooks. That is brought in. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 55.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 55 yards on the game.
10 at the 15-yard line.
First down. Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Allen now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 3. And he will score again. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a first down.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. He's close to a first down. To gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and inches. 10
yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Bills' 32-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 15, yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and less than a yard.
Yellow. No. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes now to throw again. That is caught, and he's into the end zone yet again. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
For the 2-point conversion.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. And Butker on for the extra point. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll work this one past the 20. To right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. run with Cook. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up second down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 15.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
22 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Allen gonna throw. This pass right side taken in by Cook. And they're gonna work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. On play action, here's Allen. This is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4.
From the 35, here's second down.
Yellow. Argo line. Yellow. Come back.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Yellow.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's going to be caught. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. And even 30 yards. Here is 1st and goal.
Ready? The 4-yard line.
Here's a designed run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Now Butker to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will go up by 7.
Chiefs 36, Bills 29. Harrison Butker.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Gonna send it downfield toward Knox. And he's gonna be taken down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most to gain a 43 yards.
First and 10.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Quick slant into the hands of Shaquille. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Good for a Bills. First down.
A run with Cook. And now that first and goal, he is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's another Bills. First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A run with Davis. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 30-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15. Fight on these two.
Mahomes on first down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. A big one here in the fourth quarter. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.